morning, Year 7. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. Please could you write the date and title? The title is Internet Safety. If we go to now, what have you seen online that was unbelievable? Pause the video to answer this question now. So you're now going to see some examples of online content. For each one, consider how trustworthy you think it is. You're going to rank it from 0, completely untrustworthy, to 10, which means very trustworthy. This is the first one. Hey, think I know a few people you game with. Have you heard the new release isn't coming out next month anymore? Do you want to delete this friend request or add it to friends? Rank it from 0, untrustworthy, to 10, very trustworthy. Pause the video to do this now. So I would give it probably a 2. There's no evidence that you know this person, and however, I wouldn't give it 0 because what reason would they have to trick you? But still, it's quite unreliable, so I would say very low on the scale. So here we have a competition. Like this post, tag 5 friends, follow, share the post to your story. The prize will be delivered free of charge to the winners on the day or time of their choice. So I'd like you to rank it from 0, untrustworthy, to 10, very trustworthy. Again, I'd give it quite a low score, a 2 or a 3. It seems too good to be true, and you know what they say, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. So I would say quite unreliable, no evidence about who this is, why would they give you something for free? I think it's quite unreliable. Daily article, breaking news. Atlantis discovered. New evidence found proving lost underwater city exists. Again, 0 to 10, please. So again, very low, 1 or 2. It's extremely unlikely that Atlantis has been discovered. The daily article, what is this source? It's not a reliable source of information. And if this kind of thing did happen, it would be in all the big newspapers like The Times and The Guardian. So I would give it a 1 or a 2. Mum, I know you've been saving for a new laptop. This looks like a good price and I've read some positive reviews. 0 to 10, please. I would give it 10. You know you can trust your mum, and it's unlikely, or maybe 9, it's possible someone is pretending to be her, but it's quite unlikely. So either 9 or 10. Celeb secret. Find out which celeb lost £10 in a week on the new cookie diet. Pause the video, 0 to 10, rank it now. So I would give it a 2 or a 3. It's an ad, we don't know where it comes from, we don't know how reliable it is, so definitely quite low down on the scale. How does online content that scores low on the Trustometer affect how we feel? So can you write down an emotion that correlates to one of the faces on the screen? How does it make you feel? It could be confusing, it could make you feel angry, it could be boring, it could not bother you at all. It'd be interesting to see what you said. Okay, so what factors decide how much we trust something online? Pause the video for about 5 minutes to write down as many ideas as you can. So what the people I trust think about it, like my friends and family, the author, the motive, what others are saying about it in the comments, if there are supporting images or videos, if the same story can be found on other news sites, and if it's from a verified account. So please pause the video to write these factors down in your book. How does looking at this online content in more detail make you feel? Once again, write down an emotion. So it could still be confusing, it could impact your mental being, boring, or be empowering. Okay, so next we're going to look at a few news headlines. So you're going to look at the headline and the photo and answer the questions below. Are there any aspects of the headline and photo that you trust or do not trust? Why? And what makes you click on a headline to read more or choose not to? Write down any questions that you can investigate to decide how much you trust this article. So pause the video to do this now. And could you do this again for the second social media post? And also for the third online news article. Okay, so next I want you to draw up a list of helpful tips for when people are faced with unreliable content online. Pause the video to do this now. Okay, so these are some tips. You could unfollow or mute accounts if the content is affecting your well-being. You could spot hashtags like #AD, which tells you when people are being paid to show you something. You can report fake news where possible, or speak to the person who has shared it and try to get it removed. You could question adverts and take the time to think about if a product is really worth your money. You could read multiple sources to decide on your perspective. You could remember the content influencers and celebs post online has been carefully chosen and might not be a true reflection of their true lives. And finally, you could talk to people, use offline sources and fact-checking websites to help find reliable information. So please could you make a note of this in your books. The internet gives everyone the opportunity to publish their own content online. So how can we make sure the content we are consuming and sharing is reliable? As a final task, could you jot down some ideas summarising an answer to that question that reflects on what you've learnt today? So that's the end of today's lesson. So the reason we have this was because it's Safer Internet Day 2021 on Tuesday the 9th of February. So it's important that we're all thinking about how we can use the internet in a safer and more reliable way. So I hope you found today's session interesting, and I look forward to speaking to you again on Friday. Have a lovely rest of your day.